See, I will tell you, I have already told you, whenever you are presenting your data, okay, present your data in a storytelling format in such a way, people would be happy. So here, keep your cursor in the grand total in any cell, grand total in any cell, and go for right click upon the same. Sort. We have a option sort, largest to smallest.
Grand total. Nilam, you have been.
Yes, he was in the right track,
Yes.
not an issue. So now can you make out from which customer we have got the maximum order? From Lupin. Can you make out? So any
Yes.
layman, whoever is sitting also in the audience side, he can make out in which customer we has given the more order to us. And who is the customer given the list order? Control down arrow key. Just press immediately control down arrow key. And you will be getting Collins Laboratories. So they are given us the very least order, very mere amount of order they have given it to us. So this is how you can analyze. Correct? Make sense?
Yes.
Smita, any questions?
No.
Krupal?
No.
Fine. Now, please rename the sheet 2 to pivot 1. Pivot, as I say, just type pivot, bracket open, no space, no space, no space, bracket open, 1, bracket close. Okay, enter. So this is the first pivot table we have designed out of a huge volume of data, satisfying all the rules, doing the necessary level checks, bringing the pivot, doing the necessary formats in the pivot, presenting the data in a proper story format. All right. Now, here we have got so much of data, so much of customers, so total revenue, how much we have got it, we got the report, no doubt. Now let us see how and what else we can do with regard to pivot. Okay, so right click on pivot 1 sheet name. Move or copy. Move or copy. Create a copy checkbox is there.
Yes.
Click OK. So one more pivot is going to turn out. Okay. Now in this pivot, we are going to see what else we can do. So ideally, it's not necessary that all the time you need to showcase all the data. So where the major components coming up, those cases we want to consider. Suppose say we want to find out the top 15. So how to find my top 15 values over here? So go to our customer filter. Can you see a customer filter is there? Yeah. Go there and choose value filters and go for top 10. Bottom is there, top 10. There you name as 15. Instead of 10, you number make it as 15. Just type it. You can type 15 also. Okay, no problem. Now you have already done. Click OK. Now from the entire data, only top 15 values, it will be displayed over here. So hope you are getting some ideas now how to present your data also. So it's need not be necessary that all the time you need to showcase the data. You can maintain one record, but in the other case, what is the major component? Where we are getting the major portions of the revenue? How to present it? That we got an idea. Any questions?
No.
Fine. No. Now we'll see this much of value we have received, pure value, but how much quantity? That also necessary. So do we have a quantity column? You can notice.
Yes.
Bring quantity again to the rows. Bring quantity again to the rows. But ideally, the moment you go for quantity, now what happens? Again, the quantity column is there, of course, here, and year-wise quantity. Now, if you look at, it is going to be number of places, it will be increasing again. So any point of time, if you want to know the quantity-wise details also, you can receive. Now let's quantity put it in back. Yes. Now over here, once I go for this, suppose I am presenting the same, or suppose our friend Nilam is presenting the same, boss is watching the data. Now boss is saying, okay Nilam, you have given me last 2 years how much business we have received from the customers. I just want to do the month-wise analysis also. So along with the year, month-wise analysis boss wants to do. Check, do you have a field called month?
No.
Go for search. We did not have. Got it. Fine. Just remove all these things. Backspace, remove that. Yes. Now go to the source data and there go to again keeping the cursor in the customer, any of the customer. Create one more column. Alt I C. Right. Name the column name as month. Yes. So now how to extract a month from a date? Yes, Smita and Trupal. Yes, Neelam. No, 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 no. That is not going to help you. Never I have told also. So day one, I have already told all these things in the e-date formula. If you remember, numbers challenge. Go for text is equal to text, bracket open. Value is nothing but your receipt date, comma, double inverted quote start, double inverted comma start. Type M 4 times and double inverted comma close, bracket close. Enter. Yes. Go for yes. No problem. Go for yes. Did you receive all your month details?
Yes.
So Krupal and Smita, are you getting now what formula helps in bringing up the month from a date?
Yes.
So these are the real-time requirements. So that's why we are working with the real-time data. I'm not sharing my data or I'm not working with that. This is how people will also demand. This is how you have to present even people before they demand. So go to pivot table number 2. Now, how to get that column over here?
Refresh.
Go for it.
Refresh.
Very good. Refresh. So did you see one month column is ready below to the year? You can see now. Now bring month to the row area. And immediately your month column also will be ready. Correct? Now, suppose this is what Neelam is presenting to her boss. Boss is watching. Then immediately her boss is asking, Neelam, in 2021 Lupin, why there are so many blanks in next customer also, whoever XYZ, some healthcare, Inversia. I'm unable to see that. Inventia. Okay. They're also blank. So if you scroll down, Neelam, you can see there are so many cells, blank cells are there. Just check it out. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why there are so many blanks? Tripal, Smita?
We can move this line.
No, why there are so many blanks? If you remember the moment we started our data, source data sheet, we checked wherever the
Yes.
blanks were there, we replaced with hyphen or zero,
Yes.
something
Yes.
like that. So there is no blanks at all. But our pivot is carrying the blanks. It's a simple message. What's the message? During 2021, from Lupin in the month of January, we never received any kind of order. Simple.
So we can put any.
No, 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 no need to go for NA. We are discussing what is the reason behind those blanks.
Okay.
Right. So this is what Neelam knows, or anybody whoever working in the data, those people they will be knowing. But the person whom we are sending, they will not be knowing. They will be asking this kind of questions only. Correct? So in that case, whose premium time is being wasted when Neelam is going to explain the same story to 4 different people, whose premium time is being wasted? Of course, it's Neelam's
Okay.
time. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Now, who is held responsible for that? Of course, no doubt, Neelam, because boss is always right. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So we cannot blame our boss. Why, boss? You are also working in Colorcon. I am also working in Colorcon. Then I do understand the thing situation. Then why can't you understand? Can I just claim like this? Can I just give a counter argument with my boss like this?
No.
No way. So, what we have understood from the entire discussion, whenever you create a pivot, if your pivot contains the blanks, it is our duty to replace all these blank cells with some kind of predefined text. So, I'll tell you a very beautiful option. Just go for right click anywhere in pivot, Nilam, and then go for our pivot table options from the bottom second one, pivot table options. Yes. And there, can you see one for empty cell show? One box is there. Yes. For empty cell show, right side, there is a box. Yes. Just click on there. Whatever you want to replace with, you can type. Hold on. Zero, nil, not available, not applicable. Anything you want, you can type. But ideally, you should go for zero since you are dealing with numbers. So go and type zero and hit OK. So can you see now? Wherever the blanks are there, already there, it is showing this kind of zero values. So nobody is going to ask any question further. It is a pretty simple message. There is no business received during that year for that particular month, for that particular from the customer. Pretty clear? Yes. Is it clear, people, for you, all of you?
Yes.
Now, once we have made it over here, then what else we can do? Suppose say this is what Neelam has prepared and boss is watching, and now he just analyzing the data. He is going for one by one cell down, and over here he is telling data you have prepared, no doubt. But what is happening? Year-wise, month-wise records is displayed, but again, the customer column is playing the primary role. So that's why boss is not happy. What boss has demanded? Year-wise, month-wise record. So month was primary. Customer he has never emphasized upon. So now, how to present our data exactly matching with your demand? So remember one thing, whenever you prepare pivot table, each and every pivot table, they have their own unique story. So the story what we have created, it is not matching with the requirement. So what we need to do, just say, bring this customer in the row area. Customer is there in the first field, just bring it below to month and see the beauty now. Can you see the structure has been changed?
Yes.
So double click in column A, just column A header, double click, column A, column, double click, double click. How do you expand the column? How do you minimize the column? Where you are going for double click? No, not like that.
Double click at the side. Expand. Here, here.
Yes. So you got your precise record now. Last 2 years data based on the month with regard to the customer. This is ready. Now suppose say, take an example. You are presenting all these things, Neelam. Boss is watching and he's going to one customer called Sandoz. So when he's reaching to the Sandoz customer, he is unable to find out which month that data he is working with. So again, he has to go back and see the month column. First row is showing January. So that is what boss is not interested watching the data in this format. So he's asking to Neelam, Neelam, why don't you just fill the month column in each and every row? So month column, whatever the name, boss is expecting it should be there in all the cells. But it is not there. It is just appearing in the first row. That's why he's unable to read the data properly. So did you remember yesterday we discussed something called data fill? We discussed, right? Vanilla powder, region-wise data was
Yes.
missing. right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes.
yes,
So the same
yes,
thing, the
yes.
exercise we need to do now, but that will be very time taking. And we are not working in a Excel sheet, we are working in a pivot table. So things are very easy. We don't need to go for such a tedious process. What you can do, keep your cursor in the pivot, go to our design tab, in the design tab, extreme right, and go there. Report layout from the left, third option, report layout. And there you have an option, repeat all item labels. Can you see? Yeah, click on that. And immediately this will be applied to entire column. Wherever the blanks are there, is it filled with your month name?
Yes.
So this is what we have understood, how to work around with multiple fields in a pivot, how to arrange the fields to create a different story, how to deal with the blank cells in pivot, and what this repeat all item label does in our pivot to make a flat data of pivot, we are clear. So this is the story of our pivot table number 2. Any doubt, any queries in pivot table number 2?
No. No.
All right. Now, right click on pivot 2 sheet name, Neelam. Move or copy, create a copy, click OK. So one more pivot we have got it. Now let us see what else we can do with regard to pivot table. This is what last 2 years data based on the month, whatever the report we have prepared. Now boss wants to analyze this report. Okay. Who is the first customer?
Okay.
Lupin. Now when he's looking at the data, Lupin 2022, this is what the status. Okay. January. Again, he scrolls down. Just scroll down. Do you see Lupin for the month of Feb also something there? Yes,
Yes,
we got some business. Again, go down. Is there any Lupin? We get the business again in the month of March also.
yes,
We got that. Go down. Do you see in April something?
yes,
We do. Go for May. Yes. So like this, when our friend Neelam's boss wants to analyze the report based on the customers, he has to scroll down 12 times. If he wants to see the data for Lupin for entire year, he has to scroll down 12 times. Do you agree?
yes,
This is what he is not comfortable with. Nobody does. In fact, so what boss is saying now to Neelam, that Neelam, you have prepared the data, but it is not giving a helping hand. I'm not comfortable reading the data in this format because I have to scroll a lot. I have to navigate a lot. This is what he doesn't like it. So what he's asking in return to Neelam, stating that Neelam, prepare the data in such a way when I open the file, it should give me the entire customer's details. I no need to navigate, I no need to scroll, and when I'm presenting it, people should be also happy with my presentation. So how to present it? Let's go for that. Go to our row area. We have got months over there, right? Months, not there, not there. Yes, towards your right side, month is there. That you bring it to the columns. That you bring it to the columns. Yes. Now can you see the entire customer's details you see over here at once, right, people?
yes, yes,
But imagine how many columns you have landed up with. If you click this 21 row, if you click the 21 row, grand total, 21 row. Yes, Neelam, click on 21 row, row number 21. Left, whole row, select the whole row. Yes. See the status bar, how many count is showing?
18.
18 columns. So 18 columns data we have prepared over here. So how to present this 18 columns data? Even if you try to take a printout, it will not be giving a proper format. If you try to fit to one page, it will not be in a readable format. Also, font size cannot be so readable format. So all these challenges we face in our routine activities. Do you agree?
Yes.
So how to present this data then? See the beauty. If you look at in column B, there is a 2021 cell is there. In column B, 2021 is there, correct? Don't click that button, select the cell. Select that cell, 2021 only. Yes, right click upon the same. There is an option called expand and collapse. Can you see? Yes. And there you have an option collapse entire field. So when you go for, no,
I did collapse. I did collapse.
collapse entire field.
Collapse.
Right. Now what happens? Entire 18 or 16, whatever the columns we had, the entire 2 years data just clinched to two columns. Now, any point of time, suppose boss wants, Neelam, show me 2022 data. Can you see a plus symbol in the 2022 year? Click on that. So when you click the plus symbol, only 2022 data will be expanded. So unwanted data we are not displaying, unwanted questions are not going to come. And once the presentation is over, click on that plus symbol again, that which is showing as minus. No, no, 2022. Yes, click on that. 2022 minus, yes. So can you see now the data again just collapsed. So this is how you can precisely present your data. If you have got multiple years, you want to compare, you want to showcase, this is the ideal way to present your records. Hope you got it.
Yes.
Smita and Krupal, any questions in this pivot table number 3? Right. Smita, any questions from your side? Neelam, you have any questions?
No.
Great. Now, right click on pivot 3 sheet name. Move or copy. Create a copy. Click OK. So one more pivot turns up. This job is over. You can remove month from the columns. Fine. Now, over here, we'll go for our value will remove. We'll go for quantity. Just remove our value from the value area and take quantity in the values area. So this is what our PO quantity we received, correct?
Yes.
And we need to know over here, do we have such kind of columns over there which shows us how much quantity we have dispatched? Yes, Neelam, you are the right person to tell me. Do we have any column having the PO quantity against of that, how much quantity exactly dispatched?
No.
We do not have. Okay. So here, what else we can do? Let's go and discuss. Fine.
Quantity, whatever the quantity is, that is dispatched, entire quantity.
Okay. So there is no point of comparing the data. PO quantity against dispatch quantity. Hmm, right. So here we'll do something different. Okay. Remove this quantity in the value area.
Okay.
Yeah, remove that. Fine. Bring this value again. Okay. Now, once you have this, just right click in the grand total, sort largest to smallest. Right. Now, what else we can do with regard to pivot, we are going to discuss. Now, this is the report we have prepared. Okay, that's fine. Now, suppose my boss asked me, Prabhas, why don't you just show me the data in terms of percentage? Because this is running in numbers very high, lakhs and crores. I don't have time to read this. Why don't you showcase the data in terms of contribution, that is called percentage? So now how to showcase our data in terms of percentage? Do you have any column for the value to be represented as percentage? Just see the source data in the columns. If you search, any data column is naming called percentage.
No.
So Krupal, any idea how to do that? Data has to be presented in terms of percentage. Go to pivot 4. Yep. Hope the question is clear.
Yes.
Right. Smita, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Good. We are very fortunate. Yes, tell me the answer now. This is what the very important question in pivot people any point of time when you're working with, because all the time people are not happy watching your billions, millions, and lakhs and crores. They want to see the data in terms of percentage. So how to present it? Let's see. First problem, we do not have such kind of data, but how to create it? I'll tell you one beautiful option. So go to our value column again, take that to the value area. The value field is there, value field.
Yeah.
Take one more time to the value area. Yes, you got one more column ready, isn't it? Now keep your cursor in the first column, that is column B, sum of value. Yeah, in the header, Yeah, right click upon the same. Show values as percentage of column total. One option is there, can you see? Not percentage of grand total, percentage of column total. Column total, take that. So when you take percentage of column total, immediately your data will be turned out to be percentage. Can you see?
Yes.
Now, percentage is there in the beginning, value is later. This is not the ideal way to express. So what is the ideal way? First the value, next the percentage. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So go on interchange in the value area. So take that value field to the value 2 below to that and see, report is ready, right? Now here, if you go and present in this format, this total sum of value it is showing 33%, which is not technically correct. Why? Because it is combining 2021, 2022 data, right? So we cannot take that. So these columns are not playing any role. So what you need to do now, you have to deactivate the grand total. So which grand total? The column grand total over here. Okay, so go to this design tab. There is a grand total one field is there. You can see from the left second option. Yes. Now go for off and off for rows and column. If you go for it, both the options will be like your column grand total and row grand total. Both will be off. So we want to make it only on for columns. So go for the last option, on for columns only, and this will be deactivated. So now it is giving a precise presentation. 2021, how much is the value? From the total quantity value, whatever it is, this is the percentage. So Lupin is giving us our 75% order we received from Lupin. You can make out. So instead of defining the value in terms of crores, lakhs, and all, you can define in terms of percentage very easily. What do you say, Krupal?
Yes.
Yes, right.
Yes. So this is how same field we have taken, but we have present in a different way. So we don't need to go and create a source data and create a column in percentage that we bring it back again. The same field we can manipulate like this. So this is the story of our pivot table number 4. Any doubt, any queries? Now, once you have done with this, let's go for pivot table number 4 sheet name. Right click upon the same, move or copy. Create a copy, click OK. So one more pivot turns up, no problem. Now, over here, we want to find out now certain things. I'll tell you what is that. Now, suppose say we have got some records like this. This pattern is really good. My boss likes the most this pattern. So go to our source data sheet, please. Neelam, let me frame a proper report now. So we have got a customer, and what is the sort name? What is that meaning by sort name column?
Location. This is the customer and where the customer is based.
Oh,
So this is Bangalore, Dholka, Patti,
okay, okay.
Pithampur.
But it's not defined properly. Some cases, if you see Lupin Limited, row number 9, Indore is not within the brackets.
Yeah.
So again, this is a problem. So if I want to analyze the report location wise, I have to struggle. Okay, no issues. We'll try that also. Uh, Fine. You keep your cursor in the RFQ material.
RFQ.
Yeah, the column G.
Required.
Yeah,
Required material.
yes, yes. Alt IC,
RE.
Alt IC.
Word.
Now, this column, sort name. Select the whole column, sort name. No, no, no. That one. Select completely. Control C. There are so many cases. It is not there. Hmm, there is no consistency, uniformity also. Okay, we'll try something. Fine. Hmm. Go to a new workbook. Control N. Paste it. Alt OCA. That is the practice you have developed. You have to stop. Now it is one column. You can go and click and expand the column. If you have multiple columns, that's why I told you. Anyway, keep your yeah. Select your A2. Control Shift down arrow key. Data menu. Text to column. Delimited. Okay. Go for next. Yeah. In delimiters list, tab is selected. Just remove the tab selection and go for other. Go for other, and there you type open bracket. Yeah. Now click next. The destination it is showing A2. Make it as B2. Destination it is
Yeah.
showing there is a box A2. Make it B2. Yeah. Click finish. Now both the columns you select column B and column C expand. Alt OCA. Right. So almost now 90% cases you could notice we got our things over here. But only thing is certain cases it did not come. Fine. We'll see that. Forget about it. Now, this unwanted data in column C, whatever our location details are there, it is containing some unwanted data like close bracket. And after close bracket, whatever it is also there, that is unwanted for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So how to remove the same? Let's go for it. Select your column C, whatever the data you have, column C completely. How to select the whole column? I told you yesterday during the data fill. No, no. Scroll down. No, it will take lot of time, Neelam. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, keep the cursor in the first cell. Scroll down, completely scroll down. Take the scroll bar help. No, that is not the way to scroll down. Keep your cursor in the first cell. It is not there. It has gone to second cell. Yeah. Go for scroll down. Use no, 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 no. That's not the way. Select
This,
select your Bangalore cell, the first cell. Yes. Take your mouse pointer towards your right. Extreme right, there is a scroll bar. Can you see?
this,
You are going for
this,
horizontally. Vertical scroll bar. Perfect. Go for vertical scroll bar. Take that button. You cannot go in that way. Take that button. That white color button is there in the top. Same column. Yes. Bring it down. Yes. Able to see the last cell. Right. Now click the button. No. See, I am not yet done. You are doing of your own. Just wait for my instruction. Again, we have to start from the beginning. That's what I told you yesterday
I
also.
haven't done anything.
No, then how come this Pitampur has clicked? Did I ask you to click the Pitampur?
Okay.
Then who is doing that? Excel is doing automatically? Tell me, who has done that?
And just clicked here. So I thought you had done scrolling down. So
No,
I
that's
thought
what
you'll be working from
you
this.
don't know. That's what you have to wait for my instruction. I am working in your screen, right? You have to wait for my instructions. Please go to beginning again. Take that scroll button, extreme top. Immediately, you take it. Yes. Select Bangalore. Right. Again, take the scroll button. Come to extreme bottom. Yes. Bring it down completely. Able to see the last row item out of that? Right? Pitampur is showing. Don't take the cursor there. Just can you see the Pitampur? Neelam?
Yes.
Right. Now take your mouse pointer to Pitampur. Don't click that. Only take your mouse pointer to Pitampur. Yes. Now hold your shift button, click Pitampur cell. Hold your shift button, click Pitampur cell. This is the way to select the non-contiguous cells. Didn't I tell you yesterday? Go for. Now, unwanted data to remove. Control H. Now, what is that unwanted? Is the close square bracket,
Bracket.
close bracket. Go for that. And close bracket along with that, whatever it is there after that also unwanted for us. Correct?
Yes.
So in find what, have you defined close bracket? Find what close bracket? Yes. Now define a asterisk star mark. So what does it signify? It is signifying that whatever it is there after square, after parenthesis or after close bracket, we don't want to be retaining that particular data. So replace with what? Replace with nothing. We don't want to replace with anything. We want to remove. So replace with column, simply retain as it is. No need to define anything. Go for replace all. So what it's saying? How many replacements have been done? 1,523 replacements have been done. Data is clean now. Click OK. Now close this. Now again go for Control H. Go for find what. Remove everything. Just define space. Because you can see Jammu, wherever it is there, one Navi Mumbai, Goa, some extra space is there in the beginning. Those things we need to remove it again. So define one space and go for replace with nothing. Replace with nothing. Replace all. Right. So here also 582 replacements are done. Okay, click OK. Now again close this also. Right. Now what you need to do, go for Control G, special blanks. Okay, right. Now immediately type 0. Don't click anywhere. Control enter. Right. So now select now, keep the cursor in Bangalore, the first cell, C2, Control Shift down arrow key. Now can you see, able to see entire column you able to select.
Yes.
So this is also a learning for you, how to clean up our data, how to bring it over here and the same, copy it and go to the other file. Copy, go to other file. There is a column called column 1, paste it there, paste it. The first cell, paste it. Yes, name the column as city or location or region, anything you name it. Right. Now go to that pivot table number 5. Okay. So suppose say I want to see the location wise data if I want to analyze. First of all, I need to bring the location over here, correct?
Yes.
So how to bring the location? Smita, hold on.
Oh, fine. Okay.
Yes, Neelam, go ahead. Right click on pivot, refresh. So automatically your location
Again.
will updated. Location column is updated now. That one you have to bring it to the filter area. There is a filter box is there. You can see, bring there. Yes. Now there, if you go in that filter, all the location details will be displayed. Click B1, right? Click on that B1, that filter, all the location details will be displayed. So any point of time, any location you want to see. Now suppose say I want to see from Ahmedabad. Who are the customers from Ahmedabad? So you go to that Ahmedabad. In the search box is there also Ahmedabad. You can see one search box is there. Up. Yeah, you can
Yes.
see. Yes, no problem, no problem. If you're able to select, okay. So there is only one customer, that is Unison, right? So this is how you can showcase the result. Any other cases, suppose said Daman, who are the customers from Daman is there, you can go for that. Okay, Jammu, two customers, Lupina and Kerala Pharma, they're from Jammu, from it is there. Okay, so when you have the region-wise data, location-wise data, BU-wise, state-wise, anything you want to control the reports and you want to make it visible, this is the way you can showcase the data, and people will love to see that. All right. So pivot 5, how to present your data effectively. Over there by controlling through the filter buttons on the top, we have seen that. Any questions? Smita and Kripa? Okay. Yes, Neelam, from your side, any questions? Able to clear?
Clear.
Right. Now just do one thing. Location, you make it all.
Location and all.
Right. Now right click on pivot 5 sheet name.
Hmm.
No, no. Right
Yes.
click on pivot 5 sheet name.
Wait, remember.
Move or copy.
Okay.
Create a copy and click OK. Now pivot 6 has come, no doubt. Now remove this, our sum of percentage. One column is there no in value area, percentage column, that you remove it.
This one.
Yes, you remove it. This is no longer required. Yes, leave that, no problem. Yeah. So we got our data for last 2 years, no problem. Now, suppose say this is what Neelam has presented. Okay, this is the pure value. Now boss wants to know how much incentives we have paid to get this much of order. So incentives, basically how much we, I mean, how whom we pay in the corporates. To the
employees,
to the salespeople, the people who are actually getting the order
vendors.
for us, right? The people who are sitting in our Mumbai office, those team are working, right?
Yes.
Right. So whatever the order we have received, based on that, we have to find out how much incentive we have to pay or we have paid. This is what my boss wants to analyze. So how to present that record? So first of all, do you have a field called incentive? Check it out.
No.
Go for search. So we do not have a incentive field. Remove everything. Then, so first problem, we do not have a field called incentive. Okay. So suppose say, take an example. In ColorCon, we have a uniform policy. Whatever the order we receive, we give 2% as incentive to our people. It's a uniform policy across India, wherever people are working with no issues. Whatever the order brings us, 2%, they will be entitled for incentive. Okay. We do not have the data, but we know how to create it, how to compute it. Then in that case, if I need to create an incentive column, how to create that?
Use data,
Okay, source data. Yes, go for that. What do we need to do, Nilam?
data for them.
Yeah, you can discuss with your teams also. Krupal and
Insert a
Smita.
column.
Yeah, you just discuss with them. It's a team efforts, as I told you in the beginning. You discuss with them. If they say okay, then go ahead and prepare. Or if they share some input, take their call also.
Yeah. And in that. Gopal, Ita, tell me. I will insert a column for incentive. Yes, insert one. Correct? Incentives. Hello? Insert, insert. Done. I have inserted a new column here, incentives. So 2%. You have to run 2% on value, no? It will be. But yes, the formula is applicable here also. I mean, it means that formula, that some formula only you must use, right? Yeah. Can we do it from the pivot table itself?
How will you do that?
Let me check.
Yeah, yeah, please.
We'll be having some tables, no tables. What's this? But for this also we will need this, no? We need a column
Yes.
called incentive. Without that,
So, as we discussed, we have an option only in the source data to create. So go to the source data, go to the incentive first value. Yeah, equal to PO value, how much? L column, L2, yeah, multiply
multiply by
2%,
2%.
enter. So it will be applied for the whole column. That is what the benefit we have already seen yesterday while working with format as table in data presentation sheet. Able to recall?
Yes.
Yes. So this is what we have created in source data. Now come back to pivot. Yes, Krupal, Smita, clear what we did?
Yes.
Right. One more pivot is there. 1 minute, 1 minute. One more pivot is there. What is that? Go to that.
Six.
Go to sixth one. Yeah, sixth. Right. So we have to work with the sixth one. So remove location. Now we don't need the location. Okay. Right. Fine. There. No, 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 no. Okay, you have refreshed it. Very good. Go for incentive. Incentive, what kind of data it is holding? Hold on, hold on. Incentive column, what type of data it is holding?
Formula.
No, 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 not formula. Formula is not a data type. Data type is, I told you yesterday,
Number.
numbers. Very good.
Value.
Right. Take it to the values. So go to incentive, bring it to the value area, and you got your year-wise incentive. Now boss is able to compare. First is the sales, then is the incentive. Again, 2022, how much is the sales or how much is the pure value? Based on that, that is incentive. So this is how, whenever we do not have a data, no need to be worried about. We have an option always on, go back to the source data and create a column naming called incentive. And that is going to be the property of pivot table. Don't worry. So today incentive is there, tomorrow it will go or it will disappear. No, it will be there all the time. So that's your pivot table number 6. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Right. Krupal, any questions?
No.
Smita?
No.
Great. Now, right click on pivot 6 sheet name, move or copy, create a copy, click OK. Right. Now, incentive work is over. You can deactivate that field. So go to that pivot table field checkbox. Incentive is there. There is a checkbox. Can you see that, Nilam? Incentive field, there is a checkbox. Not there, not there. In the pivot table field list box. Yes. Incentive. Incentive. There is a checkbox. Left side, left side, left side. Checkbox in the sense where we are giving the tick mark. That is called checkbox. Okay. That you can deactivate. So field will disappear. Don't need to bring all the time drag and drop. You can directly go for this. All right. Now this is what customer wise last 2 years data. Okay. Now stay focused with the question. What my boss is saying, Prabhas, this is what you have given. That's well and good. I could analyze the data, but I want to do month-wise analysis. So every month-wise, there should be a pivot. Suppose there are 12 months record. Boss is expecting 12 pivot tables to be there in this format. Name of the customer, 2021, 2022, January, one pivot. Again, Feb, one pivot. Again, March, one pivot. Like that, 12 pivots he is expecting from me. So how will I prepare that? Hope the question is clear. Boss is not happy with one pivot table structure to be the same, but there should be 12 pivot tables. Yes, Kripal or Smita, Neelam, anybody? First tell me how to do that.
Multiple pivot tables.
But yeah, how to create that?
In the same worksheet.
Same worksheet, nahi. Same worksheet, how you'll go prepare? Multiple different worksheet. One pivot table, one worksheet. So 12 pivot table, 12 different worksheets boss is expecting.
Same like how we did for this create a copy. And
So 12 times you will do the copy paste.
yeah, you can.
Okay.
You
Yes,
can
Smita?
take you can take the data in the same in the other column. I mean, whatever is the requirement, not the different sheets. You get different sheets. I mean, there'll be many different information in a different sheet.
I didn't get then what I'm saying. See, the report layout, whatever we have in pivot 7, customer wise last 2 years data. This should be the structure. But this is for the entire year. Do you agree with that? 2020
Yes.
entire year, 2022 entire year. Boss doesn't want that. He wants in the similar format pivot table to be there, but month wise there should be pivot table. Like Jan, one pivot table in one sheet. Feb, one pivot table.
Double click on that this year.
Double click on the year.
You had made that, no? I mean, some time back, that monthly wise.
Month wise, okay. Month wise, we have done in only one pivot table.
Yeah, in one pivot table, we did all monthly wise.
Okay, go to pivot table number 2, Neelam. What Smita is saying, let's have a look at that. Yes, this is month-wise we have done. So pattern is disturbing, right? He doesn't want. He just wants month name should be there in the month, like this pivot 2, what it is written, that should be the month name, and month-wise pivot table should be there. Column should be only three. Customer 2021, 2022.
So sorting.
No. Yes, Kripal, any idea? Could you please give a helping hand to the team?
Multi-data.
So this is the place where people, you have to work hard. Like you have to copy pivot table as Neelam said, 10 different sheets, 10 different times, and you have to apply filter with the column called filter area, and you have to check the month name again 12 times. So go to pivot table number 7. What you need to do, you have to bring the month to the filter area. See, there is a filter area over here. Can you see towards your right side, Neelam? Yes.
Yeah.
You have to bring the month to the filter area. Right. So month has come. There you have to select. Go to select that. Month filter select. Choose January. Select and click OK. Now this is the data for January because there is no business happen or it has come from about another customers in the month of 2021 or in the month of January for 2021. That's why this is the report for Jan. Similarly, Feb, March, April, we have to keep creating and we have to create multiple sheets. We have to copy paste one by one once we go for filter. Do you agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that is really a time taking job. Yes, Smita, Neelam, what do you say?
Yes. Yes.
So this is what we are not supposed to do. We don't have that much of time. So let's see now how to create multiple reports on a click of button from one pivot table. I'm going to take you through. So Neelam, go to that B1 cell, clear the filter, B1, clear the filter. No, 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 no. Let the month be in the filter area only. Yes. Now it is
All.
yes. Now this is what the first step. So month-wise report we want. Okay, we took month to the filter area. Fine. Now keep the cursor in B1. In B1 cell, keep the cursor. Yeah. Go to pivot table analyze. The very first option from the left. Pivot table name is there. Pivot table name is there. Yeah. Below to that, we have a options tab. Don't click, don't click, don't click. It is just to display below to pivot table name. Options tab is there. Next to options, can you small tiny button is there? Next to option, there is a tiny button drop down kind of stuffs.
Yes.
Yes. Click that. It opens up with three different options. Naming, options, show report filter pages, generate get pivot data. Go for the second option, show report filter pages. And the moment you click, it will open a dialog box. And is it showing the month details over there selected already?
Yes.
And boss is also looking for month-wise reports.
Yes.
Click OK and see the beauty. On your blink of your eyes, you will be getting that many sheets generated and your month-wise report is ready. Filter is selected with the month name and your pivot layout also remain the same. Can you see that?
Yes.
So this is how, whenever there is a need, you can export your pivot table report into multiple reports on a click of button.
Options.
Yeah. Show
Get.
report filter pages. Show report filter pages. Right? Helpful? Time saving? What say?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So this is how, whenever there is a huge data, how to play around with the data, how to present it effectively, we got an idea. So mere having the data doesn't make any sense. Just mere Recording purpose, you have to keep doing the data entry work, doesn't make any difference also at your workplace. So this is how you have to keep presenting your records. This is not the end, this is just a beginning. There are a lot many things you can do out of this data. All right. So this is it. Any doubt, any queries you can ask me? Yes, Mitan, Trupal, any doubt, any queries from day one, day two, anything? Hope it was informative, able to learn a lot of things.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes. You just need to practice.
Yes, that is essential, as I told you in the
That's it.
beginning. Yes. So
And yesterday you thought it and we got the third correction because we are not using it on daily basis.
so that is what you
So
you are
you're
not
not used to
using,
it.
you are not using
Yeah.
because you do not know. That is what the difference also there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you came to know about these things. Now you think whatever the things I have learned, how to implement my in my workplace. And trust me, you can make a lot of difference. So people what they believe, okay, I don't need all these things, so I should not learn. It's not like that. Microsoft never has designed the tools in that way, and you will never predict that this is what no use for me because we are not thinking in that perspective. So think in that way. This is the tool I have learned how to use this, like table formatting. You were just using just for table formatting purpose, but today you know now how much of advantages of doing the same. So the lot of perception has been changed. So only thing is that you have to register in your mind by practicing it on daily basis. All right. Right. Any doubt, any queries, people, anybody? If you have, you can ask me.